Now, the $25 is just the first level. Really what we want you to do is we want you to become a full access member, but we understand that maybe that isn't for everybody. But we do think that tons of athletes can benefit from the combine program that we have. So you can buy the pass that gets you 3 tickets to the next 3 combines, so you can track your progression as an athlete. Okay, so you go to hesn.co and register. All the information is on the website, so you can really see what the best pricing package is for you to gain the most benefits from HESN. Now, the reason I wanted to bring up a little bit about HESN and the pricing structure that we have is because at the end of the day, the combines are not just for entertainment purposes. They really are used to rank athletes and show people what is some of the things that they need to work on. Okay, so we want people to understand that when you go to hesn.co and you register, you get a membership. But the other thing that happens is you can go to hesnstats.co, and that's another website that we've created in order to get all the statistics from the combine are live. And they are live right now, that you can go and you can check out all the statistics from the combine that we did on November 11th are up and they're ready to go. So that is hesnstats.co, and you can go and check them all out. Now, one public service announcement, okay? All the statistics that we have up on the website hesnstats.co, we did notice that there were a few people that didn't register through the HESN website. So we don't have all their necessary vital information in order to take the statistics that we have from them and upload them on the website. So what I'm going to ask you to do is any athlete who was at the combine on November 11th at the Bell Sensplex, go to hesn.co and register if you don't see your name and your statistics. Okay, we didn't miss it on purpose. We just weren't able to put you in the proper group because we didn't have the proper information. So what we need you to do, if you don't see your name and you don't see your stats, please go to hesn.co, create a profile on the website, and the information we'll be able to take the information from the combine, match it up with your profile, and it'll be updated as soon as we can possibly do it, as soon as you can do it. And if you have any questions, as always, you can go to all our social media channels, whether that be the YouTube channel on this podcast. You can comment on Instagram, on Facebook, and on Twitter, and let us know that, my information is not there. We'll make sure that we rectify it right away. But either way, we're going to tell you, go to hesn.co, register a profile, and then we'll be able to get your vital information up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to step away from the microphone. So it might be a little silent for a few seconds, and I'm going to pull up a bit of the statistics from the combine. Now, the way that we've organized it right now is we use the 40-yard dash as our first sort of litmus test to determine how things went in this combine. And I want to put a little bit of an asterisk beside, not an asterisk, I guess, just a little bit of a footnote to let people know that this isn't the NFL combine, okay? So when we talk about the numbers that these kids are running, just remember these are 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and potentially 18-year-old kids running combines. Okay, these aren't professional athletes trying to make the NFL. These are kids who are exceptional athletes from Ottawa, Ontario, playing football. And the numbers that you see here are not reflective of NFL combine scores. Okay, so keep that in mind. All these numbers that you see when you watch NFL Network during the February and March and April combines, the 4.5s and the 4.4s and the 4.3s on the combines. Remember, those are professional athletes running those numbers. What you want to keep in mind is these numbers are used to track an athlete's progression, okay? And when they run a combine, for example, we'll start with Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross is an athlete who's been a HESN member for over 3 years. Love his game. When we first started working with Aiden Ross, he was a cornerback. He was playing corner exclusively. And when he moved up to the varsity program at the Cumberland Panthers, he started playing cornerback as well as halfback. And this year, he was at St. Matt's High School, and they actually won the championship. Congratulations to the St. Matt's football program. But he was actually working in at linebacker and defensive end. And this is a kid, Aiden Ross. He's 6'3", 190 pounds. He's an athlete who's pretty much doing the things. He's always doing the things that the coaches and us at HESN and his parents are. He's listening. He's doing what we're telling him, and that really goes a long way. And when you look at a kid who's 6'3", 190 pounds, and really good in school, and always commits to the team that he plays for, willing to do what the coach says, and you see the number improvements like you see here. Let's just take a look at this, for example. On EFC1, okay, his 3-cone drill was 7.85. Okay, this time 7.71. So we see a huge improvement right there. His pro agility, 4.98, improved to 4.65. Again, huge improvement. This is the type of thing when you go to hesnstats.co and you click on Aiden Ross, you're going to see what a full profile looks like. We got a sizzle reel. We got a HESN 2K15 highlight. We got his summer highlight. We got all the stats from the 2 combines he's been at. Again, his 40-yard dash, it went from 5.35 down to 5.24. Okay? That doesn't sound like a lot, but that's a huge improvement. And every single statistic that he ran at the combine has been improved. So what we can see with an athlete like Aiden Ross, who's transitioned from cornerback to defensive halfback to linebacker / defensive end and edge rusher, we see the potential improvement. And we not the potential improvement, we actually see the improvement. And the combines that we run with EPA and HESN allow these athletes to say, you know what I'm doing right now, it's actually making me more athletic. I'm able to see that the training that I'm doing, the work that I've put in, the seasons that I've committed to are making me become a better athlete. Okay? And that's why we run these combines. Aiden Ross is an example of a person who has gotten better every single year that I've seen him. When I see this guy right now, he's bigger than I am. Not wide, not weight-wise. Obviously, I've got a few pounds on him, of course, but this is a kid who's 6'3", 190 pounds, and he's only going to get bigger. And I'll tell you right now, I can see big things happening for this guy because he's doing things the right way. That's our best example that we have of someone who's run both combines, who's been training. I would love to see him get to take his training to the next level and see what he could accomplish, because I know that that there's some big things in store for Aiden Ross. Now, what we're going to do right now is I'm just going to go through a bit of the 40-yard dashes, some of the best times that we've seen, shout out some names, and if you don't hear your name in this conversation, don't worry about it. These are just some of the names that we have so far that we've been able to take a look at. The number 1 player who scored the fastest time at the combine, laser timed, remember, that's Nick Sims. Okay, he's a linebacker for Bell Warriors, played under Jesse Card this year. He was the defensive captain, middle of the defense. In my opinion, probably the best linebacker in Bantam football. He ran the fastest 40-yard dash time, and that was 5.02. Okay, now 5.02, I know, like I mentioned, everyone thinks to themselves, oh my God, that's slow. That's not slow at all. Okay, I was really a fast player, and the fastest time I ever ran was 4.83. Okay, I was 17 years old, and I had trained for 3 years, and I was doing it in track shoes on a track. Okay, this is a linebacker. And he had the fastest time. So I want to say congratulations to Nick Sims for that. The second fastest time, Brock Vale, Kingston Grenadiers football player. You heard it right, Kingston Grenadiers. This guy came down from Kingston just for this combine, 5.04, great time. Brandon Forcier, he's a kicker, punter, and football player from Philemon Wright High School. He had a 5.04 as well. Robbie McAdam, he's a quarterback from Kingston, 5.06. Great time for a quarterback, great athlete. I was really impressed with how he ran. Hunter Dickerson, this guy is 6'6", 210 pounds, defensive lineman from the Rito Red Blacks football organization. This guy ran a 5.1. 5.1. Okay, this guy is 6'6", 225 pounds. Okay, this guy's birthday, September 15th, 1999. Okay, he is an up-and-coming stud. He's big, he's athletic, he's a really good football player. He's got a good nose for the ball. He's got a real good instinct to play this game. I cannot wait to see what he can accomplish, and I cannot wait to see how he does at the next HESN Combine. A couple other players I want to talk about: Andrew Fullerton, Kieran Flannery Fleck. These are players from Midget and Bell. We got John Labamba. He did a fantastic job. Like I mentioned, Aiden Ross, the 9th fastest time in the Combine. He's registered as a defensive back, but he's really a linebacker / defensive end, so that's really impressive. Josh Strang, wide receiver, kicker, punter. One of the best kickers and punters I've seen in a long while coming out of Ottawa. He had a great time, 5.25. Justice Karate, this guy, he's only 14 years old, okay? We got a kid, Justice Karate here, 14 years old. He ran a 5.25, okay? Running a 5.25 at 14 years old, not really being able to fully commit himself to training yet. That's really impressive. I cannot wait to see what he can do. Even though he lost the championship game at Pee Wee, it was probably the best game I ever saw him play in football. And you can go to hesnstats.co and you can search through all the times, all the players who are there. We know that there's probably some names missing. Okay, like I mentioned earlier, there are some names missing. If you don't see your name, go to hesn.co, create a profile, and we will update the information we have, and we will put it onto the website. And if you still can't do that, contact us through social media.